G'day from WA, welcome to my channel. Today we're joining in with the open collaboration with Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming and Susan from Susan Hiles Art. They are doing this collaboration for 3 weeks of November. All the videos that are joining in the collaboration under hashtag shereeandsusanscraftycollab, all one word. Today it is 5th of November and we're going to do paper ephemera. So basically the idea is to use goodies from your stash, which was a really good deal. And today all your really good deals that you got over time, doesn't matter when, just use up goodies that you have that was a really good deal and explain where they came from and how you're going to use them. So I was really excited about that because I've got so much paper ephemera paper and ephemera, and I need to make some items for my my new Lotta Journal. So that's what I'm going to do today. So the items that I chose to work with were this little book. I pick up all these little address books. They often have gorgeous images in it. This one's a scented Victorian garden and has all sorts of lovely ladies which will be featured in my Lotta Journal, some of them. So that doesn't have a price, but I know that these kinds of ones I always pay 50 cents, $1 or $2 at the most. If they're more than that, I tend not to buy them unless they're super good, because I mean they're full of images though, you know, high quality, nice print, just gorgeous to use for ephemera. I also used this diary that is full of this gorgeous pink paper. I use that for backing. That would have been $1. I can't prove it because it doesn't have a price, but that's how much it would have been at my local op shops. This one is $1. It had a few of these cards. I've given some to Mum. I've got a couple for myself. And it's just this beautiful velvet. And you can see on there that they were $1. There was about 4 or 5 cards and envelopes in this little box for $1. So I thought that was really cute. So we'll be using that. This writing compendium I had purchased a couple of weeks ago. I love it. It's going to make a journal cover one day when I get around to it. But isn't that just gorgeous? It has all this beautiful writing paper with roses. I mean, wow, I love it. I mean, these have been on my op shop recently, so if you've seen my op shop videos, you've seen these. You can skip forward a little bit. Cards, these are just blank note cards. I'm going to use some of that today, and an envelope. So that was, I think, $3 or $4. You might remember, I don't know, but I think it would have been that sort of price. But I think that's a really good deal because you get the paper, the envelopes, the cover, and the cards. It's just, yeah, $4, and you've pretty much got the basis of a journal on that one. And of course our Victorian scrapbook, which was in yesterday's video, which everyone loved. So I'll be using maybe some images from here, like this one. Oh, you can't see it. I'll be using some images from this, maybe like, you know, not this one, but something like that. You get these beautiful images that they've obviously edited and made to look really nice. So it's a stunning book, but I pulled the page out with all the ladies on it, so they're already cut up and ready to go. But we'll be using that. Oh, and this was free. Can you imagine it? Free! What a gorgeous book. So excited about that. And we'll be using some of this draw liner paper, which you can get at craft shops for like $4.99, a pack of like 4 colours, but I picked up mine for like $1 or $2 at an op shop. So with multiple, I've got quite a few of these. That will also be backing paper. Okay, so I've picked something really easy to start with, and hopefully something that's going to be reasonably quick to complete. So this was a card that came in that little box, but I need to cut them up. So I'm going to do both these cards, cut them up at the same time. I'm going to cut the back off at the join, and we'll be turning these into journal cards. So should get 4 journal cards out of these. All this ephemera that I'm going to make will be used in the Lotta Journal. That's the plan. Actually, I need to cut that edge off as well, and that edge. Yeah, and just need to neaten that up a little bit. Okay, so we have the 2 fronts, and that one's plain, so we can do something with that. See if that covers it up. It doesn't quite. So I'm thinking that I'll make that the front because I'm likely to, you know, collage more items on that, and I'll use this plain one as the back. So let's do that first, and we'll do this one as well. All right. Just going to pop that right on the corner. A little bit of sliding room, hopefully. Yep. All right, just tip that over and cut that off. Oh, I was hoping I could get 2 out of it, but I'm only going to get 1. So I'll have to use a second sheet for this. my maths didn't work. I thought, oh, I'll be able to use 2 corners. I really don't want to waste. I don't want to waste, like, use up 2 sheets, and I'll have these snippets left over. Okay, no, I'm not going to waste it, so I'm going to find something to. I'm going to cut that across. Glue that onto the corner, and then I will just put something across the center. I've got to be thrifty about this. We've got to be, and I glued all that all over my mat. All right, let's put this in the corner. We can cut that off. Particularly straight, but it'll be okay. And then the piece left over, that one's no good. This one, we're going to add this here. We think it might look okay, but we'll just cover up the join. We haven't really got a whole piece of flower. I mean, am I being a bit stingy by not using a second sheet? I mean, probably could use those pieces elsewhere, but right there, I think. Okay, and cut that off. As I say, my makes today are going to be fairly simple. Just feel a bit like it's a time challenge. I'll cut that off. I'm keeping all the snippets for using in the journal. All right, so we've got one beautiful one and one slightly less beautiful one. So we just need something floral to go across. I got this washi tape the other day. That was a good deal too, not the birds. Maybe this one. Well, kind of in pieces. Kind of need one that goes as a strip, not those. No, let's have a look at my other washi tape. I quite like that. I'll bring that one out. And my vintage ones. Well, I did say that I wanted gold in the Lotta Journal. Why not? Yep, I'm just going to put this gold across there, hide that line. Trying not to be too precious about everything and be too perfectionist. I'm very, yeah, take far too long to make things. And it looks fine. Cut that off, or yeah, no, not good. We're not going to wrap that around. Okay, and we'll round the corners. Oh, we've got, is that one? Yeah, that one's kind of done. I mean, I just like it as it is. You know, I could put one of the ladies on here. Fussy cut one of the ladies and put them on here, but I don't know. I like it as it is. Let's just see. Oh, that one with the rose is nice. Ooh, let's try her. Let's fussy cut. Let's fussy cut her out. 1 second. Okay, she didn't work because once I cut her out, it just looked weird with the flowers. So I'm going to use her on this side actually. I really like that. I cut the other lady out. She covers up the picture quite well. But all of those pictures that I have, you know, they sort of fade out, so it makes it a bit awkward. So I'm thinking a little bit of lace trim to cover up those areas. And this one, what did I have for her? I had something here. This. So, and this down the bottom of here. I'm going to ink around them just to give them a little bit of vintage look. Now I can use this one, but I'm actually probably going to use a pinkish. I'm sure I've got some new inks lately. So there's that ash rose, bisque, cinnamon. Nice. Oh, cinnamon looks nice. And I haven't even opened that one. Opera pink. If I want something a bit more dramatic, but I think we'll look for this. I think we'll look for this one. But I'm going to use a pad because sometimes it comes out a bit too strong. Yeah, just a little pink tinge. That's nice. Because if this is a lovely lady, she'll be going on the lovely lady side, which is pink and blue on my Lotta Journal. So let's put her there. Doesn't have to be all pink and blue, but we do want it to be relatively cohesive. Well, that's how I like it. When I'm not really bothered about matchy match, I like things to match. That's just the way I am. It says Philip Barlow 1911, so yeah, she definitely fits in the time period we're looking at. Now it looks like I'm going to need some Fabri-Tac or fabric glue, so some sort of a little bit extra that, and then just going to do 2 thin lines, smush it out so it doesn't smush through the lace. Make sure I've got the right way around. That way I think. And a little bit hanging over the edge. Yeah. Okay. Might need a little bit more. Another thinnish line of glue down here. Okay. And then we can, so that's just a quick and easy journal card. Let's do some inking on the edge of the back. And then do we want to take the corners off or leave it straight? Might just round off the top, shall we? This way. I'm not sure if this is the small one or the bigger one. Just a small one. I might need one. I don't know, I think that looks nice and neat. There we go, one journal card for the Lotta Journal. I think that's quite pretty. I don't think it needs anything more. Okay, this one, similar deal. Let's give this one a more vintage look. We don't want it all the same. Don't know who these ladies were. This one's very white. Let's vintage it up a little bit. Yep, and let's vintage up the card. Let's do the corners. Should we do all the corners or just leave it to match the other one? I don't think it really matters. We'll do all of them on this one. Oh, we haven't done the back. Oh, that's clever. Okay, let's just glue this on. All of these things I'm making will be going in my Lotta Journal, which I've done the signatures, but I've still to film sewing them in. But I wanted to do this video, which is kind of late because it's already Friday. But I just wanted to just join in, and it's fun to do these collaborations. You can go there. That's stuck to my finger, like I'm going to be covering that up. Okay, that's that gone. And a bit of rose. So we're just going to go straight with the fabric glue. attach that there. I'm going to back this one with a piece of this paper so it matches nicely. Okay, we'll do ink. We'll do this one this time. There's a bit more white expanse, so we'll just vintage it up a little bit. But I don't want a heavy duty vintage particularly. As I say, it's pink and blue. My dauber's a bit, that corner, I don't like that corner. See if we can make it better. Sometimes doing it twice doesn't work. No, let's try cutting it. It's better. Oh yeah, 2 journal cards. How long did that take? 30 minutes. I'm not going to get too many done. I'll edit out some of the footage so that I can fit more into the video. Will you pause while I get the next one ready? So these are all the ladies in the scented Victorian Garden address book. I couldn't find them. I thought, why isn't there so many? But a lot of them are red. That's from the Victorian Scraps book, but that one's a red one. Yellow. Oh, she's quite nice. Which might be too big. That one's quite sweet. That one's similar to the other one. I don't think either of those go with this. I'm looking for something to match this strong pink. Oh, they're quite nice. Not red. Not red. So there's a few red ones. I'd have to look for some red backgrounds. So that's a possibility. I'll leave that one as it is and turn that one into kind of like a vintage postcard, I think. Alright, so we have, those are the 2 we're looking at. Now that could be the back, and we could turn this into the front and just leave that as it is, as a double-sided. Yeah, I might do that. That doesn't look straight. Seem to have cut that wonky. We could maybe just add some lace to that side, and then add a picture to this side, so we can choose any. Twins. I might cut that one out as a square rather than fussy cutting her. I think she might know nice on that one. And then there's this one. She would probably look nice on there too, but I'm not going to fussy cut her at the moment. Yeah, we'll just have those 2. Alright, let me fussy cut these, or trim these up, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've decided to swap them over. We're going to have this one, the twins, on here, and I'll put something down the bottom, and this one's going to have this paper, which I thought matched beautifully. This is draw liner paper, so I'm just going to glue that on. The only thing about draw liner paper is it curls all the time. It drives you crazy. Okay. Alright, we're going to use, let's go for something a bit stronger. Let's try this one. Oh, I could use that one on this one actually. Use that one over there, I think. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, I've got lilac. Let's just try, I'm going to use this lilac, I think. And then I might put some lace. Covers up most of that rose. I should have had the rose up in the corner. Not to worry. Maybe we'll leave that there and maybe just have some lace at the top. We can ink this. I might ink this with the pad. Get a bit more ink on it. Keeping the straight corners. Yeah, I think so. I don't really want to disturb this card. It might be a bit thick to go through the punching machine. Oh, that's right. We're going to have some lace on this side too, I think. Okay. So now we can glue her down. Maybe we better choose the lace first. Center it. Makes it a bit different, doesn't it? One sec. Put some lace for her. Okay, and this. I know we're not doing fabric and lace today, but it was still a good deal. So I've got a great big bundle of this lace from an op shop for not much money. All right, let's glue. Is the lace going over the top? I think so. We'll do it over the top of the picture. We might do it top and bottom on this one. The border, the same border all the way around. And this lace, I'm going to use glue stick. See if it holds. Doesn't seem to be doing that well on the lace. I don't think I want a thick layer of. I'll put that on the top. Yeah, I think we'll have that as a border right on the edge, which is the right way. Very hard to tell. That way. Let's see if that holds. It needs a bit more. And the date on this one is like it's 1909 or something like that. So yeah, all these pictures are in the right era. Not the older era, but in the certainly in her retirement, Lotta's retirement age. These might have been her friends, although she thinks she was a bit of a recluse, apparently. Maybe these are people who wanted to be her friend. I don't know. Away. Lilac trim. Take away that blue glue. And if it starts to lift, I'll just use some fabric glue. We'll see how that goes. A good way to test it. When we go to put this stuff in the journal, we'll see if it's still holding. So that's turned out to be the back, and that's the front. But I don't know, something different. I don't need a lot of journal. I don't need journaling space, so I'll quite happily cover the backs of the cards. But I did kind of want that showing. But I've got more of these. I can do another one where I keep the front of it. I don't write in the. I won't be journaling. However, I am going to write on some of them, some of the story perhaps of Lotta. So that's that one done. Now we've got this one. Let's ink this. We're going to try this dark one. Maybe we better test it first, just to be clever. Ooh, well, it does match. All right, let's be brave. Let's do it on the card first. Oh no, we've got to do the back first. Let's cover it first, then we'll ink. So found this one because it's nice and thick. Some nice feel to it. All right. And we'll do it on the card. Okay. Right on the edge. Always doing that, gluing it to the back of the card. Oh, I meant to put, oh, we can do that on this one, I think. We might just put a little flower in that corner. A bow, I mean. if we're having that on this side, or maybe we'll have the bow down here and put something behind it. What should we put behind it? Maybe we can use a piece of this. Let's see. It doesn't look any good. I'll find something else. So it's got to go in the middle this time, I think. Moved a bit with the glue stick, and let's ink this. Now let's do the dark one around the edge, and if we don't like it, we can, let's do it around here. We can always cut it off. It is very dark, but I think that will go in with the background. Okay. And so we've done that one. Now we'll just do this. Smooth it down, it doesn't want to take it, so it's going to give it an edge like that. And then glue this down. This one's going to go in the middle. I've got that as a guide now, so that shouldn't be too hard. Okay, that's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Oh, does it need a bow? Don't know. That one's a bit thick. Now it'll take me 3 hours to choose a bow. That's the way it goes. That lilac ones might be nice on this one. I think we'll decide on the bows after, when we go to put it in the journal, because we don't know where they're being tucked. And once we glue it on, we won't be able to move it. So let's add the flower next, you know, when we put it in the book. So at the moment, I think we're going to call that done. So far, we have 4 journal cards, and they're all different. Vintage looking, rosy looking, dramatic pink twins, and lovely lilac lady. Yeah, so, okay. Oh well, that's good. I'm happy we've got 4 so far. So that's all I have time for today. I need to get this video edited and up online before America wakes up, because I'm doing it. It's actually now Friday afternoon, so it's 2:30. So it's pretty much 2:30 in the morning for a lot of America. So I need to have some time to edit. So these are the journal cards that I made with the goodies that I've thrifted. So there's this one where she's seriously contemplating. I'm not too sure what she's contemplating. I'll add bows and things like that when we decide where it goes in the Lotta Journal. So that's just got that, and I can just add some extra trim and things on this if I want to. And then we just backed it with the letter set. And this was from the same card, so we just used the card as the background, and made that one a little bit more vintage looking, which matches her dress, and used different stationery paper on the back. And then these two came from one card as well, different kind of backing. And we have the twins and this lovely lilac lady. So that's what I've made today for my Lotta Journal. Some good size journal cards to go in. Yeah, got me started with my ephemera. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.